Benjamin Franklin, a renowned scientist. Franklin conducted a dangerous experiment. He performed his now well-known kite experiment. Involving lightning, he administered electricity. Electricity sparked curiosity of scientists. Alessandro Volta, 1745 to 1827, discovered the principle of battery in his experiments. Passed through George Simon Ohm, 1787 to 1854, found the direct proportion relating current and potential difference, which became measure of the ability of various metals to conduct electricity. Extensive theoretical studies of currents were carried out by André Marie Ampère, 1775 to 1836. Carnegie Mellon Professor J. Whittaker in 2008 founded Acqueon Energy. He won the 2015 Lemelson MIT Prize, an award worth $500,000, for inventing company's saltwater battery. These batteries are long-lasting. Statement of the problem. This research wants to determine the tendencies of salt as an alternative for blackouts. General objective. This study is primarily directed to the tendencies of the saltwater battery. The study is sought to answer these following questions. A. Can a saltwater battery use as an alternative for blackouts in terms of costliness, composition, voltage, and amperes? B. Can a saltwater battery produce enough electricity to light up a bulb? Hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis. First, the saltwater battery is effective for blackouts in terms of costliness, composition, voltage, and amperes. Second, the saltwater battery can produce enough electricity to light up a bulb. Null hypothesis. The saltwater battery is not effective for blackouts in terms of costliness, composition, voltage, and amperes. Second, the saltwater battery can produce enough electricity to light up a bulb.
Significance of the study. This research focused on alternative for potential power shortage. Power shortage, an inevitable cause. This is the main reason to be an alternative product. This study presents an alternative, but significance doesn't end. There are also few assets. This study is much more. Conducive assets such as this: the availability of the materials were recyclable or inexpensive, the safetiness of this research, the researchers' well-being guaranteed, a spark of a new discovery, future researchers could improve it and finish it. Hopes and limitation. Finding alternative for power, though something still lacking, no one is totally harmed, the procedure is well planned, full experiment is greatly executed, this full study is conducted in each researcher's house and no pandemic protocols is defined. This probing consists of 2 samples with different amount of constant variable and will be put to a test and comparison, which is success with proper conductivity of the activity, though it could still have an improvement due to the lack of some materials, which could improve the results of the study.
Methodology, experimental treatments and research. Experimental treatments and research, a crucial part in research. To test the saltwater battery, the researchers made 2 treatments, wherein in treatment 1, there are 4 cups of salt water. In treatment 2, there are 6 cups, both with cathode and anode. This is to test the electricity and to confirm the electric properties, which the table to support. Materials. Researchers utilized 7 galvanized nails and copper rod, LED light, electrical tape. The researchers also used plywood to maintain stability of the product. 6 plastic bottles for the cups, 54-inch wire for connecting galvanized nails and copper rod, tester for testing the amperes and voltage. All materials and equipments were gathered and prepared. Cut the plastic bottles into a cup. Mix 60 spoons of salt to 6 cups of water and put it on the plastic bottle cups. Glued the cups on the plywood to make it stable. Then cut the wire by 6 inch and expose an inch on both ends of it. Attach the galvanized nails and copper rod on the ends of the wire. The researchers left one wire with only galvanized nails and one with only copper rod attached to it. Put the wires with copper and galvanized nails on the cups in series. The researchers checked the voltage and amperes of the product using a tester. Then connect the LED valve with the exposed wire and fix one side of it with electrical tape. Data collection procedure. The researchers conducted a survey to show the significance of saltwater battery. The researchers chose 10 respondents by means of convenience sampling. The method is easily carried. These people were asked. There's a questionnaire the researchers made. Data analysis procedure. All the data were put in the table. Given the rating of the respondents, in which the average is 10%, attained with the use of mean deviation, the level of significance is 10%. The total ratings of the respondents is multiplied by the number of the respondents and then divided by the sum of the ratings is equal to the mean deviation, which is 10% level of significance. There are 3 ratings wherein 1 is the lowest and 3 is the highest.
Moving to the results and discussions, the gathered data is put into a pie graph after it goes through the mean deviation. So as we could see in the legend, the corresponding colors of each rating, and from the pie graph itself, we could see that the neutral part is leading. Next to it is the expensive part, and the last part, that which is least peak, is the cheap. So by this, we could conclude that the cost of this product is neutral. Moving on to the figure 3, in which the composition graph. It is also a pie graph type of graph. Also, we could see in the legend the corresponding colors of each rating. And in this part of graph, we could see that the safe one is leading, and then the neutral one is next to it, and the least peak rating is the dangerous part. So therefore, I conclude, or rather we conclude, that this project is safe. Moving to the last pie graph, the voltage in amperes graph. Also, just like what I've mentioned, the legends and its corresponding colors or rating is next to it. So we could see there that the unfortunately low is leading. The voltage and amperes of this product is low, followed by neutral, and also again unfortunately high was the least peak of all. So therefore we conclude that the voltage and amperes of this product is unfortunately low. Moving to the next part of the results and discussions, the data analysis. We get the data analysis by using, again, mean deviation. This is just the whole interpretation of the graphs and the results of the survey, in which we get the level of significance, the average level of significance, which is 10%. So therefore, the level of significance of this project is 10%.
Conclusion. The saltwater battery is effective for blackouts in terms of costliness, composition, voltage, and amperes. The saltwater battery can produce enough electricity to light up a bulb. The more cell in series will result with higher voltage and amperes that can light up a bulb for a longer period of time.